Okay. Okie dokes. Thank you. Welcome to the May edition of the Canyon Country Advisory Committee. Tonight we'll have a call to order and our flag salute as normal, and then some announcements. Then our zone leader from the Sheriff's Department is supposed to be here. He evidently isn't here yet. We'll see what happens. Then we'll find out all about Parks and Recreation from Diana Boone, who is chair of the Santa Clarita Parks and Rec Commission. Then we're going to talk about chloride fees and charges. And as it turns out, we have some new numbers that were mailed to you, and which also indicates that you can protest what's going on. So we'll tell you what those numbers mean and exactly what the cost of this is going to be to you based on those. Then Michael Cruz will be here. He'll be talking about the 2014-15 Santa Clarita budget in review. Then Mr. Rick Drew will be talking about the Burmite cleanup, that's water cleanup plan that's going on and was a subject of meetings last week. Then we'll have 2014 officer elections. You can nominate some additional nominees, and then when that's over, we'll elect our yearly committee members. Then we'll have our version of public participation, which is the first 5 people to sign up for a minute to discuss any issue that they might want to do. And then the next meeting preview, and then the meeting will adjourn. So tonight, I was looking at, we always have some kind of a tribute to somebody, and we and a lot of times talk about people that have done really great things for the community. But tonight, what I thought probably the biggest issue going are the 300 schoolgirls that were kidnapped in Nigeria by Boko Haram, a Muslim extremist group. And so here we have 300 schoolgirls who are guilty of nothing more than wanting to go to school and do some learning. And they were kidnapped. They still don't know where they are. And so you realize that no matter where you are, you may become subject of something way beyond your control, and you become the hero of the day. So hopefully they'll find where those girls are, they'll recover them, and they'll certainly put the perps away. And it's just another reason that we're lucky to live here in the United States, where those kind of things just have not happened. So with that, Merle, would you like to lead us in the flag salute?
Please rise.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A couple of quick announcements. I decided that instead of going through a large update on what was going on with the billboard issue, I just throw it out here during the announcement section. And just to let you know that on May the 5th, 2014, referendum petitions were turned in at City Hall. They did do their validation of the first 15 boxes just to determine whether or not the quantity was good enough. And they ended up with a little over 11,000, with 13 extra boxes to go. So those petitions are now down at the county. The county has 30 days to validate the petitions to ensure that they are registered voters living within the city of Santa Clarita. They have 30 days plus weekends and holidays. And then when that happens, when that's over, then we're going to, the City Council will have an opportunity to either rescind the ordinance that's in question or call for an election. At the same time, the county has yet to approve the ordinance. The Executive Committee for Metro postponed their meeting to postpone discussing this issue in their meeting this month until next month, waiting to see what the results of the referendum are. And also they have their legal staff investigating all Vision's participation in interfering with the petition gathering process. So all that stuff is in process. Once we know what's going on, it'll be better if, in fact, it turns into a real referendum. If the referendum turns into a real election, we'll get people on both sides of this issue to debate it. But right now, it's just a waiting game to wait and see what happens. High-speed rail, there is going to be another high-speed rail meeting to talk about the Palmdale, Los Angeles project. Thursday, June the 5th, 2014, it'll be at 8 to 5, but their presentation is not going to start till 6:30. It's going to be here locally. It'll be at Hart Park, at right there in downtown Newhall. And so if you can make it there to tell everybody what you think of the high-speed rail project again, that would be a really good thing. Also, I understand there's coming up is the multi-jurisdictional CAG meeting, right? Or not, the multi-jurisdictional Burmite meeting, right? And that's next month? July? July 2? You said? Yes. Okay, so we'll get to talk to it again in June. But we're going to wait and see what happens there. You know, we asked for a schedule at the last meeting, and supposedly there's one posted. We'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll look at it here with the group in June so that we can be ready for the July meeting. From our attendance statistics, well, they've come back down about to where we normally are, and that was looking good. Video statistics, it was interesting that people, to some small degree, are still watching the election videos, even though the election's over. I thought that was interesting. I haven't taken my Facebook page down, and I noticed after the election was over, I was still getting people that were clicking and saying they liked it. I would have liked them to do that before the election, but you know, you just can't trust anything else. Unfortunately, last month we had some technical difficulties, and they're resolved now, and so the videos didn't get out till late. There was an issue, one with our recorders, because we disconnected power a little bit too early. And then the second issue was trying to get them uploaded. That was the biggest problem, trying to get them uploaded to YouTube. There's been some changes in the YouTube process, and we've got that ironed out now, so things should be back to normal, and I think that's one of the reasons why the views were a little low this month. Okay, do we have any public participants today? No public participant.
You know what? John Dillon gave me a lecture on how I was supposed to sign up if I wanted to do that. But I just wanted to say that one of the focus issues for this year is working on the drought. And we are very upset that they are continuing to start going through the process for more units for Newell Ranch when we're asking everybody else in the valley to cut back on water. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knew that the notice of preparation, which is the first step for the third phase of Newell Ranch, which is another 4,000 units, has just gone through the county. And I hope everyone that will get involved as this process moves through. I know that Newell Ranch seems just unstoppable, but to us it's really unfair to ask everyone in the room in this valley to cut back on water so that we can build more and more houses down the river where maybe it's not such a good place to build. So that's all I want to say. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Next meeting for June. The sanitation district staff has indicated they will be here, and they will be going through a presentation on chloride rates, so we'll have an opportunity to ask them questions as well. Cher Gilmore had called me and asked, as you might remember, she was scheduled for June. They will be here in July to give us a discussion all about fracking and explain to us what it is and what the potential dangers are. And then, again, sometime in 2014, we'll talk about what is a business development district, and that's because that is another form of assessment district which is currently being discussed for implementation in Newhall and might come our way as well. If you remember in the chloride issue, one of the last things that Lorraine West said was that they were considering the implementation of an improvement district, and that's exactly what that is. That translates to another tax, so we should know what that is. So with that, it is Bewitching Hour. I would like to thank all of you for choosing to attend the Canyon Country Advisory Committee, and hopefully we'll see you all back again next month. Thank you.